Hola, hola. I'm gonna go live on my other app at the same time. I'm gonna wait for this thing to tell people that I'm here. I'm doing this on my laptop because my phone kind of died, lost all power, so I'm charging it. We'll see. Maybe somebody shows up. How is everyone in this lovely, lovely night? Yeah, that's what I want to do. Nah. Oh, one person is here. Amazing. I love it. If you guys can't hear me, can you hear me well? Whoever is here, two people are here. I am, I don't know what that is. Is it raining where you are? It's raining a lot here. You guys can write on the chat. Hi, right here. We love to invite somebody. I know on YouTube it's gonna be a little harder always. I don't think they have invented that unless you are streaming and the other person is part of the app. I'm gonna turn off the light. I was playing with the lights, see what's best, but I don't think I need this one. Right? I don't. That's for when I shoot in that way. Oh, everybody left. Yeah. We'll see. Now we're back. Oh, this is. I don't know if I can change it. On my phone, I have it the other way. I can get a break. Hi. I'm live on YouTube and on Instagram. Can you guys hear me? Because I didn't put the microphone. I'm charging the phone. There's a big storm. The last thing I want is to lose power. You know what? I'm gonna go look for my mouse. Hey, hi Gaby. You can hear me. Perfect. Let me go look for my mouse so I can. I have. I'm in two places. I'm on Instagram and YouTube. I wanted to show you some things that I did today around the house. Let me right back. Hold on. Talk to each other. Oh, here's my mouse. She's prepared. She's prepared. I use one of these. I still use one of these. There you go. Because on YouTube, I need a mouse to scroll down. Big storm here too. I can't see. Oh, now I can see better. I can see like one block away, and then that's it. So I wanted to do a couple videos today. I'm open to invite anybody, so I don't need this, right? If anybody wants to participate of the Show Me Your Messy Kitchen, people on YouTube, I'm not sure if you are familiar, but I've been doing this Instagram live where I invite people to show me their mess. So and I help them fix it. I should fix this mess. Anyway, I wanted to show you something. I'm gonna wash my hands because now I touch my hair. Pain in the back. So happy Friday, everyone. Thank you for showing up for me all the time. Ouch, I forgot. I bumped my finger today. I was grabbing something in the pantry, which is done. I'm going to show it on YouTube. I don't know if I can show it with this because if I take the phone, miren ese lechón, durmiendo mi lechón. He can't hear the storm anymore. So I'm going to show it on YouTube. I'm going to go over there. Come with me. So it took me like about 2 days, but I finally finished my pantry. The light is not the greatest. There. Ta-da! I finished everything. I moved things around. I'm very proud of myself. I moved most of the stuff to jars with these lids, label on the top, label on the front, always. I'm tempted of buying a label maker. I used to have a label maker, but over the years I got rid. Thank you. Yeah, it is a lovely place. It's my place and I love it. So I'm gonna try to answer both places. I'm on YouTube at the same time. What's this, gabymelian? Okay, so I'm gonna show you something. I was talking to a friend yesterday and she was telling me um, first she was telling me she doesn't want to eat bread, but once in a blue moon she wants to eat bread. She lives alone. I mean, it's a household of two people, right? And she says sometimes I want to buy bread, sometimes bread is on sale. This is not a sponsor. And she's like, I don't buy it because we don't need it. So I show her my trick. So I bought the Martin's rolls. I saved one in the fridge and I ate one yesterday. I was cooking bones for Pucho's food and for my soups. They were like meaty, so I made like a mini little tiny sandwich with the tiny Martin's rolls. So what I do, I know what you're gonna say. Some people are gonna be like, "Oh, that's a waste of plastic." Well, if you have a better solution, show it to me. And also, plastic wrap is one thing I still use it. Oh, now I see. I'm backwards. This hair is here. So what I did is I used the same bag. This is gonna go in the freezer. But what I did, so whenever I want to have one of these Martin rolls, I wrap them by two. Oh, who's coming? Oh, baby, he's sneezing. He's been sneezing a lot. So then I pack them again. Amore, he has like sneezing fist. Hola, hola, hola. I guess everybody's inside because it's raining cats and dogs. So then I put them all back in the, you see, two, all in plastic. So now they can go in the freezer. This is not over here. Oh, hold on, guys. I gotta go check on the dog. He's just sneezing, but it really worries me. I'll be right back. Amore, ¿qué te pasó? Bebito, ¿qué pasa, mi mini? ¿Qué pasa? ¿Qué pasa? Come here. Oh, it's calling here. I'm back. There you go. There you go. It's just sneezing. So, same concept with this bread. I did it too. Call me crazy. I love when people call me crazy. You can hear me, Big Storm. Hi, those likes. Hit the likes. Yes, guys. I like your dress. What a pretty print. It's actually a t-shirt. I talk about it later. I went with a friend. She works in a store, Big Storm. She works there, but she got a discount. And I saw it, and it looks like one of those, like, I don't know, it has like a nurse or like a Japanese, like we call this Mao in Argentina for some reason, Cuellito Mao. And it has a little pocket. So, yeah, I like it. Then I have a blue jean skirt cut out. Hola, hola, hola. Voy a hablar en español también, ¿eh? Así que si quieren algo en español me lo preguntan. This is the only live stream bilingual, fully bilingual. I'm on Instagram here. I'm on YouTube here. Sorry that on YouTube I'm backwards. So we'll figure it out. I'm trying to get more likes and followers in YouTube so I can finally start streaming. And I'm learning how to stream. Not with the apps. I tried it. You guys know it. Not for me. So I did the same with the tortillas. I grabbed the tortillas, two by two, and then I'm gonna put them in the bag again. And here they go. They go into the freezer. So that's what I did this afternoon. Do you guys get it? Santiago del Estero. Saludos de Santiago del Estero. Hace un chipaco algún día. ¿Qué es un chipaco? Enlighten us. Enséñanos. Creo que no sé lo que es un chipaco, ¿eh? Qué vergüenza. Deberías saberlo. Dime lo que es. De hecho, tengo una amiga. Something moved. Sometimes I feel there is a ghost in here. I swear to God, something moved. You guys don't see it, but the door is back there. It's so hard for me because this is backwards. Anyhow, I did the same with this bread, two by two. So I always have. Ah! Anyhow, let me read. I'm gonna read a little bit on YouTube. So if you're on Instagram, you should join. And if you're on YouTube, you should join. Welcome to the only bilingual live from my kitchen, Gaby's kitchen, where I show you what's going on in here, what's going on in my life. I show you ways to cook for one or two. I show you how not to waste your food. And I'm also here. Another bread. All of this is gonna go in the freezer. I'm also here for you to show me your. What? If you are in the Northeast, New York, New Jersey area, what the fuck? Oh, sorry. Beep. It was purple like this. I love storms. And you guys have no idea how happy I am that now I can finally watch the storm. I can open the window and peek through. Pucha was very scared in the past. Very. Típica que se come con el mate, una mezcla entre tortilla y pan. ¡Qué rico! Como una torta frita. Ay, nunca comí. Nunca comí. Chipaco. Okay, let's write it down there. I'm going to research it and I'm going to ask my friend who's from Santiago del Estero. Santiago del Estero es una provincia en Argentina. It's a province, a state. So somebody was mentioning something they eat with mate. And I have another question here. And it's a number one follower. You guys got the little crown on YouTube. So I was back on a video recently to answer my comment. VA may have saved a fortune on spoons. What are you talking about? These spoons? He gave me these spoons. He gave them to me. He was getting rid of them. They were made for him. There is a whole video about spoons. My spoons. My love for spoons. On YouTube. You should go watch it. Guys, I know you guys are here on Instagram and I know you guys are here on YouTube. And I know how it is in YouTube. I used to do this live on YouTube very often. Please go to YouTube. I need to up those numbers. I need to be able to monetize. I mean, and don't expect that I'm gonna be like here, ooh, monies. But at least if I monetize, you get a lot of other things. So I'm gonna go put this in the freezer. Ay, qué rico. Oh my God. This chipaco, you made it in a parrilla or horno de barro. Me estaría faltando el horno de barro. Y la parrilla también. Pero qué rico. Okay, I'm going to the freezer. I'm right here, guys. ¡Ah! Otro trueno. Se está cayendo el cielo completo. Ay, qué alegría me da que mi freezer está bastante lleno. And this is thanks to you guys. And a bunch of companies that have been sending me food. I'm very blessed, you know? I wonder if you guys can hear me from right there to here. Oh my God, I don't have room for all the bread in the freezer. I love this freezer with the drawers. If you never had a freezer with drawers, I highly recommend it. All right, another thing I want to teach you. This is teachable moments with Gaby. Thank you for the likes. Guys, I hear noises. I mean, I know my floor is really squeaky. Anyway, another teachable moment. One thing I did in the pantry, I use these. They're called acro beans. This is one of those. I have to fix my hair. Sorry, I can't. This is bothering me. Watch it if you want, and I promise I'm gonna wash my hands. The acro beans, I know them from when I was in culinary school. If you guys know, or if you read my first book, I work in the purchasing department for many years in the culinary school where I went, Ice Culinary. So I learned a lot. The area where I most specialized myself was the produce area. I was living inside and walking. So we used a lot of these. They're called acro beans. Acro beans, if you ever work in a restaurant, you've probably seen them. They're great because you can stack them. They have like dividers. So big news. Gaby's Kitchen now has favorite page. I always had it on my website, but there is a favorite page on Amazon, and you guys can shop there, and eventually I can get some commission, penny to $3. Who knows? I can buy a beer. So yeah, buy your acro beans from me if you're interested. There's a bunch of other things. My goal is to start posting everything that I have in my kitchen and create lists for very beginners or for, wait, let's do this. So you guys, I'm gonna put the computer here. So I feel like there you go. If you know me in person, I tend to do this. I talk like this because I hear everything. I'm hyper alert. So, but I want to focus over here. So, I want to create a list for baby beginners when they just move in. You don't have a big budget. You know, what do you need to start a kitchen? Very basic. I always say this. You need very few things. You need a cutting board, a good one, not so big, with knife. One knife is enough when you're starting. Maybe a medium-sized pot. I would say something like this. It's just one person. And there are different brands. So basically, what I want to give you guys is like different brands, different prices. You know, like what's affordable, what's like if you want to invest a little more and something a little better. Another thing that I suggest, wait, I just watched it. This is this is a not so expensive brand that I actually really like and I use a lot. So Cuisinart. Again, I'm not sponsoring anything. So one of these guys, highly recommended. If you have a lid, good. If you don't have a lid, use a sheet pan. We do it in kitchens. Most kitchens don't have lids. They use sheet pans like this. Sorry for the noise. You use one of these. There you go. You don't need to buy. There are universal lids. Maybe has one that I love. I don't have it here because I went somewhere for a demo and it disappeared with some knives. So, but yes, other things that I see people buying sometimes is that it's like a mesh round with a handle, and people put it on top to prevent the splatter. But if you are in a pickle and you have something smaller, use one of these. You know, like be creative. You don't need a lot of things. So back to my list. Maybe somebody wants to type in. Aluminum cook. This is not aluminum. This is a stainless steel. Aluminum, yes, is bad. And there is also aluminum mixed with other things. Actually, stainless steel has, I was just recently reading, the best stainless steel is 1810. But yes, aluminum is not good because it opens the pores and the food goes in there. Um, it's great for freezing meals. Aluminum? Wait, I'm confused. I'm having two conversations. Surprise? No. So anyway, back to my list. List for starters. You should get a good cutting board, one knife, a medium-sized pot, a saucepan like this. You know, not a rondo. Then we're talking about this. So when you start, you don't need both of them. I mean, you can cook different things, but most of the things you do here, if you're just a single person, you can make them in here. So invest in a good pan and it will be with you for the rest of your life. And then you need a wooden spoon, maybe one spatula, and that's pretty much it. What you need to start. And then you need food. All right, any more questions? Last time I trusted a YouTube person saying a yakumi pan for ingredients, I thought I was buying something like 8 inches in size and now have like 20 inches and 8 inserts. Well, yeah, you gotta do your own research. You know, like when somebody suggests that you shop for something. Yes, thrift stores, great idea. Somebody here on YouTube is saying yes. Actually, my first fancy, I don't have it anymore. I gave it away. My first Le Creuset, I think I told this story before. Somebody put it in the street, and I didn't know that you can send them back to them, and they fixed the handle. It was one of those orange, medium-sized Le Creuset with a no lid and a wooden handle back in the day. I'm talking more than 20 years ago. So I love it. Yeah, check the thrift stores for sure. Aluminum is a health hazard. It causes dementia. Yeah, I read about that. Yes, I mean, I'm not a doctor. I'm not making any claims here. Anyhow, Another thing, I went to the butcher and I bought a bunch of little pieces of meat. It was on sale. They're very generous with me. Always get a special treatment at my local butcher. But I want to show you something. So I got a few pieces and I kept them in the fridge in here. So I want to freeze them. So you can totally freeze in butcher paper. Obviously, it's not going to be frozen for as long as you will freeze it. Most people do plastic and then aluminum, but since I'm gonna eat this probably this week, there is a layer of plastic around here. So I'm gonna plastic wrap these, put it in a Ziploc bag. I do use the other kind of bags, the silicone ones, not for wet stuff, not for freezing, because I encountered that they don't get the air out pretty well. Also, when I freeze things, I'm not freezing things for like, okay, I'm gonna eat it in a year and a half. No. I saw a video once of a lady who served meat that she had in the freezer for 15 years. I will die. But anyhow, yeah, meat shouldn't be frozen more than I think it's 1 to 3 months. So, all right, on YouTube we're having a little. Somebody's talking about products. Great. Will you email me all of this info because I think the live chat disappears after the chat is over. All right, she's talking about a sharpening tool. I don't sharpen my knives at home. I used to. I don't anymore. I'm not super proud about it. I used to have the stone, but because my knives are all kind of like different and they're sharpened in a different way, there is a local sharpener guy, um, who's pretty affordable, and you just bring them to him and then he sharpens them for you. Actually, I owe him a visit. So yeah, more questions about freezing things. So I'm gonna wrap this in plastic. Yes, I have the big plastic. It's a bad habit I have from working in kitchens. Forgive me. I try. Trust me. I try. I went months without plastic wrap, and then one day I was just like, nope, I need it. I'm barefoot, and in a minute I'm gonna start cooking. So I am going to put my shoes on. Don't you worry, Lori. But yeah, in my house I'm barefoot a lot. So, any more questions? Oh, sharpening. Yes, I already answered that question. Yeah, I don't sharpen at home. I mean, look at this kitchen. I max the space. I max the space. I don't think I'm great. I mean, when I was in the test kitchen and Brad and Christopher Morocco, they were always sharpening. I try a bunch of times, but it requires patience, which apparently I don't have for sharpening. I have patience for other things. But so yeah, no, I just don't do it. And yes, I'm using the big film. I I usually ask my friends who own restaurants to buy it for me. I think I still have a restaurant account, but you need a minimum. But if you guys have friends and you want to buy things there, it's good. Okay, so these two are gonna go in a Ziploc bag just to organize my drawers in the freezer. Any questions here? Anybody wants to be live on the show and show me their mess? I will be happy to look at your mess or maybe your super organized kitchen. If you're proud of your kitchen and you want to show it to me, that's the exact thing I was telling you. Strawberry cornetto. Yeah, I mean, all those stones, it's a lot. It's a whole paraphernalia of like things to sharpen your knives. I am not that invested. I tell you, the guy comes once a month to our local uh, market. Sometimes he's at the, if you live in Jersey City, you know who I'm talking about. If you want more info, email me and I give it to you. He's great, and very inexpensive. I mean, you can afford it. It's not the end of the world. Unless you want to buy all that shit and do it at home, which I'm not planning to do so anytime soon. Alright, meat in the freezer, bread in the freezer. What else I'm gonna do? Anybody else? Questions? Mucho join. Hi, if you just join on Instagram, I'm also live on YouTube where I can see the chat more clearly. All my big fans are there. Hey, who's this? Andrew, Stacy, how are you? I used to do this live pretty often on YouTube. Then for one reason or the other, oh, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna use my plastic wrap box. You see, improvise. Melian always improvising. And I'm gonna put it at the same level. Yeah, I love this. I feel like one of those streamers. One day, guys, one day. I try. I don't know if I told you the story. I probably told the story a long time ago. So Kenji Lopez, who I loved, and I think is the only subscription on Patreon I still pay. He uses the camera here, the what's it called, 360 Pro. So when I saw that years ago, I did it. I bought a 360 Pro. This is right after I left the test kitchen, so I still have the monies. And I bought the 360 Pro. I forgot this guy is like 6 something. He's super tall, and I'm 5'1". So basically, the camera was here, and you couldn't see much. You saw my belly sticking on the table. I returned it. They gave me the money back. All right, I'm gonna go put my shoes, wash my hands, and I'm gonna cook some dinner. Dinner is gonna be this piece of meat, which is a sirloin tender, nice. And then I have the pan already in the oven. My oven is being at 375. Let's put it on convection. I put my pan in there. You guys know I don't cook. My stove is away. I don't cook on the stove all the meats. Only just a few. I usually heat the pan in the oven. I do like the reverse sear thing, and it works for me. I'm not picky, If it doesn't look like grill, also be it. It's food. So, all right. I forgot to finish wrapping these tortillas. If you just joined, I show everybody how I still enjoy foods, and I. Oh yeah, Kenji. We're talking about Kenji. I know, but he also has an assistant in the front. If you watch his videos, he has the hands here, which eventually, with all the stuff I got this arm here. Let me show it for you guys here. I have this arm right there. So eventually, if I get a second phone, I will be talking here and then moving my hands over here, and you guys could see it. We're getting there. But I need your support. I'm campaigning for my support. Yes, I need your support. My website costs money. Buying food costs money. Maintaining the newsletter costs a lot of money. Surprising surprise. So if you ever read any of my newsletters or enjoy my blog, which is called Keep Cooking Be Happy, part of my newsletter too. I actually added on Instagram stories today because I ran into people in the street and they were asking me for my website. So you can join, and there are some links in there. One link for PayPal and one link is for Venmo. So if you guys want to donate money for Gaby to keep functioning, Gaby's Kitchen. Okay. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. I try Patreon, I try Substack. I know many of you have like suggested it over the years. I tried it 3 times each. It's not for me. I can barely do this, and you guys are already here. For me to start putting a wall, first I dislike strongly paywalls. I like to call them doors. So this is the door to Gabymelian, to Gaby's kitchen. So yeah, I couldn't be doing this and then convincing you guys to come with me to a hidden little place. I'm gonna turn the light off. To a hidden little place, like where I'm gonna show you what else I'm gonna show you. My firstborn. So anyway, I'm gonna put my shoes on. I'm right here. Can you see me? And then I promise I wash my hands. So questions so far, or if anybody wants to like show me their kitchen or ask me about their messy areas. A couple nights ago, a brave follower showed us her problematic area, which was her sink. I'm right here, guys. Washing my hands. I put shoes on. These clogs I love. When I wash dishes, I have to take them off because my kitchen was made for a short person. Hello, me. So when I do dishes with my clogs on and I bend over, I hit my head. Bueno, voy a hablar un poco en español. ¿Quién quiere que hable en español? Hace media hora que estoy aquí, así que en un ratito voy a cortar porque no quiero hacer esto muy largo, porque la gente se me aburre y se me va. If you're just joining, I'm doing my live from Gaby's Kitchen. The plan is to do it as often as I can, so you guys get used to this phase. I also wanna, like start asking people to show me their kitchen, and I'm planning to make dinner. I decided I'm not gonna make complicated things when I'm talking to you because I realized when I watch it later that I keep moving off camera. I have a microphone, but it won't be able to catch on the computer. My computer, I have YouTube right now. You are seeing. Oh no, you're actually seeing it the right way. You guys are seeing it backwards, I think. So I have like little potatoes, these tiny little potatoes. Potatoes is one thing that I don't like to cook extra quantities and eat it the next day. It doesn't sit well with my stomach. If it's true or not, but growing up, my mother used to be like, it's gonna ferment in your belly. So mi mamá no nos dejaba comer papa del día anterior. Y también voy a cocinar una batata chiquitita. This is a little sweet potato. So the sweet potato, I'm gonna get it washed and put it in my tiniest pan. I love it. These are made in. I got it at an event. How cute is this? So I like to cook my sweet potatoes, my pumpkins, my butternut squash, all that stuff. Whole in the oven. I give it a nice rinse. It's organic. So I just leave it in the oven until it's ready, until you can actually poke it with a knife. And then I eat it between 1 or 2 days. These guys, I'm gonna give them a little parboil and then I'm gonna put them in the oven. So in order to do that, I have to rinse them first. So hi, more people just joined. I can't wave at you right now because I am doing a bunch of things at the same time, like live into places. Oh, I missed the chat. Everybody left on YouTube. Guys, I'm also on YouTube if you want to support and be on both. I got a lot of likes. I don't see any likes or hearts or anything. Come on, people. It's not that hard. Look, I'm waving at you. I'm waving at you. Did I miss any questions? No, people come for 3 seconds. We gotta stop scrolling. Scrolling. Like I'm trying very. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, that's the alarm to walk Pucho, but we already walk. I had an alarm. I've been trying to put Pucho on a schedule. So let's see if I can bring you to the sink. I'm gonna unplug the phone. Unplug the phone. Move it like this. Unplug the phone. Can you guys hear me on YouTube? Yes, I need somebody to tell me on YouTube that you can actually hear me because I'm moving this around. Okay, I'm gonna wash this first. My oven is on at 375. It's been on for since I started the live, so it's really hot. So boom, sweet potato done. I mean, if you are two people, put two sweet potatoes. If you are a big eater of sweet potatoes, make some more. I'm just like trying to be very conscious of how I cook and when I cook. And then I have these potatoes. I'm gonna rinse them and cook them. Thank you for the hearts, guys. If anybody wants to be on my live on Instagram, there's a little camera in the bottom with a plus sign. You can get invited. I hope you have a face on your in your Instagram, or I know your name. Otherwise, don't try. All right, so I'm cooking. I'm answering questions. Oh, I thought I saw somebody I know. Guys, not even my family shows up here. I mean, I know it's fucking Friday, but come on. Some respect, right, for what I'm doing. This is not easy. You think it's easy? No, it's not. It's not easy to be live. It's not easy to be talking on camera. It's not easy to be talking for 30 minutes like a parrot by yourself. It's it takes some time. So anyway, the water is filtered here. So I realize I have dishes on top of my stove because I don't have a dishwasher in this house. So I gotta deal with the dishes. But rule number one in my house, the sink must be empty. Questions so far? I think everybody left the building. All right, so if nobody talks in the next 5 minutes, I'm gonna hang up. All right, I'm gonna have a little water. YouTube, I'm here. Instagram, you can see me, but YouTube, you can't see me. Oh, so I did a little statement yesterday on my live. How do you like the new place? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? New place. I've been in this house for 8 years now. Am I living in a parallel world? I am in a new place. Anyway, hmm. You guys can hear me on Instagram? Oh no, the sound probably went off when my alarm came out. Okay, I have a questions. Oh, Karen Brown, this is a great question. She's asking, hi, and how are you handling the produce problems these days? I don't give a damn fuck. That's what I'm doing. No, I'm reading, of course, because I'm obsessed with it. I've been sending it to all my friends. I read the FDA. I actually have alerts that I receive on my email. I follow a couple of people. But first, when you read that kind of information, make sure that you're reading it well, because the whole craziness with the lettuce wasn't even in this area. It was in one part of the country. First and foremost, I try as hard as possible to buy all my produce at a farmer's market. Nonetheless, you can get sick anyway if like if you're not cleaning your vegetables properly. I'm not a big fan of lettuce. I kind of stopped eating lettuce. It makes my stomach kind of funky. And I do super hyper vigilantly wash it when you guys can watch my videos how I clean kale and all that stuff. I do the same thing with lettuces, and I use the vinegar. Now they're saying the vinegar doesn't kill the bacteria. So basically, I just avoid them. I just avoid those items. But don't try to go to the source. Like if you shop at a local supermarket, just check for the recalls on your supermarket. Don't follow somebody posted and then they reposted and then they reposted and you got half of it and then everybody's like, lettuce. You know what? You're not gonna die because you don't eat lettuce for like a couple weeks. And when they do recalls, they recall, meaning they take it out of the shelf. So I mean, if you start feeling sick, go to the doctor. Apparently, it's something that with antibiotics it can be help. Um, don't go out. I mean, for a couple weeks, when I ordered a burger, I was like, no lettuce for me, thank you. Like so. I mean, I trust the restaurants, but they buy bulk. So make sure that when you're reading the information, it pertains to your state and to your local market. And let's not make a big ball out of. I think it turned into a snowball. Today I heard something about jalapenos. I don't buy jalapenos rarely, only if I have to cook with them. So that's what I'm doing. Yeah, I guess YouTube has a little delay. The 5 seconds the volume went out on Instagram was because I got an alarm, and so the volume went out. But you guys are okay. But what I can do is this. So back in January, generously, a lot of my followers sent me money because I was behind with my rent and I couldn't even afford buying food. Not kidding. Not proud of it, but okay. The sound probably went off on Instagram because I put my microphone. Can you guys hear me? Better. What are the easiest herbs to grow at home? Do you grow any? Okay. Rosemary, basil, I would say, yeah, those two. I have a thing with rosemary, and we have a joke in my family. We had an aunt that she used to kill a rosemary every year. She will buy it, take care of it all summer, and then winter comes and it deads. But I heard that if you save the root, it regrows. I don't know. I'm not sure about that. I also have a story with my mother that before she passed, a couple months before when she was still cooking, um, one time she asked me to bring rosemary and I forgot, and she kind of got mad at me. So for the longest time, I always buy rosemary even if I don't use it. But recently, I did this. I did this. Can you hear me? Perfect. Go. Wait. Oh shit. You see, this is people that are not watching my live and are calling. All right, she's gonna call again. Watch it. I'm gonna text this person and tell them to stop bothering me. Anyhow, so recently I went to my farmer's market and I found that they had little plantitas de albahaca. I'm learning how to deal with the basil because you cut it and it's supposed to regrow. And obviously I got rosemary. Just because. Hola Fede. We need to talk, Fede. Hablemos pronto. Fede es un amigo argentino que come todo alrededor de Nueva York. Podríamos hacer un tour juntos. And this is another thing I did, guys. Look, tenía un sweet potato. Let me see if I can lift it without making... Ah! I broke it. Sweet potato that grew. Okay, I'm going to put this one in water. And I put it in water and it's like a whole plant is growing right here. Look. I don't know what to do next. Anybody who can advise? So yeah, I have this inside the kitchen. They are by the window, so they get sunlight, like a lot of sunlight. But yeah, I mean, I used to grow in a garden. I used to be an avid gardener, and I actually have a collection of seeds. I like to collect seeds for the future. Don't overwater rosemary. Basil needs more water than rosemary. Ah, muchas gracias, Emily. I put them in this, which is an expensive stove ceramic dish. And I've been putting water on this thing. Also, rosemary needs less water. All right, I've been trying to purchase macetitas, little pots. I only like the terracotta ones. They're so fucking expensive. So if anybody has an extra terracotta thing, you can give it to me. And I have more basil that my landlord gave me. She's good with plants. I don't have many plants. I have the ones on the fridge over there. You see them? Right by my compost. Oh, I gotta get the compost. This is my compost bin. I'm gonna put it in my Amazon shop. I love it. It's from Oxo. Sometimes I put a little plastic bag inside, the ones that you can recycle. Blah 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 blah. Anyhow, guys, it's been a minute, and I don't have wine. You need to start. Okay, somebody here wants to start a garden and they don't know where to start. Well, first, you need outdoor space. We're talking about garden outside. I wouldn't go bananas. We used to garden in a very small space next to a church, and it worked. All right, I never moved the dishes. I'm gonna move them from my. You guys know I don't have a dishwasher, so I wash all my dishes by hand. It's a labor of fucking love. And I'm gonna put those potatoes to cook with salt. Put some more water. Generous amount of salt. Like, you know, when you cook pasta or potatoes. Good thing. If it grows under the soil, I love to say this. I used to teach this to children. If it grows under the soil, like potatoes or sweet potatoes, you start them in a pot with cold water. If it grows above, you put it when the water is boiling. I bet you didn't know that. Well, I'm gonna save these two lives. I think my last live from YouTube did not get saved. Only one little piece. That's private for some reason. Ay, miren lo que es esta carnecita. Ok, voy a hablar un poquito en español. This meat looks fantastic. Oh, and I'm forgetting the salt. Wash my hands. I'm using Diamond Kosher. I have both koshers that I like, Morton and Diamond. Just so you know, most recipes, my recipes, when I call for salt, unless it's specified, it's probably Diamond Kosher, unless it's a finishing salt. This is a class for another day. But if you use Morton, Morton is a lot saltier than the Diamond. Just so you know. I want to start a garden, but can somebody help Devon Rose? She wants to start a garden and she doesn't know how or where. I mean, I'm pretty sure there are like plenty of bloggers about gardens. Where do you live? I hope you live in an area where you don't have snow. Oh, somebody's named Rockefeller in here. Hi. All right, I'm gonna put this away in my pantry, which I'm so proud. If you guys watch my video for the onions and the potatoes, I am really proud of it. All right. Meat is ready. Always have your meat out for at least 30, 45 minutes, 1 hour. Much better. You shouldn't put cold meat on the pan. That's cooking over there. You can save the roots that you cut off green onions from the store and plant those in pots with potting soil and put them in a sunny room. I did that. Remember in the pandemic, everybody was doing it. I grew them in water and they did grow. I grew them, they grow. Right? Correct English? Nos estamos olvidando que Gaby es fully bilingüe. Fully bilingüe. Este show está supuesto a ser bilingüe. Es el primer show en vivo, directo, desde una cocina completamente bilingüe. This towel is not completely dry, so I'm gonna go get another towel. I don't use, what you might call those? To grab the pots? I don't. I use towels. Porque soy guapa. En la cocina nadie usa mittens. You know those mittens? I don't like them. Anyway, any more ideas? Anybody wants to be here? Nobody's on Instagram. ¿Qué pasa Instagram? ¿Dónde se metieron? Sylvie Design. All right, people are just coming in and ven una loca hablando de cualquier cosa en inglés y en español. Gracias a todos los de YouTube que están acá desde el principio. Gracias, gracias, gracias. Gracias, gracias, gracias. I'm gonna put my meat in the pan. I told you guys I have the pan in the oven for a long time. It's really hot. I wish I can show you this, but I can't. I use the butcher paper to dry my meat. I don't need to waste a towel or paper towel. There you go. Ready? Can you hear that? I have some salt, put it in the oven. And yes, that's how I cook my meat in the oven. I'm gonna cover the potatoes so it boils a little faster. Sal. Pongo sal a mi carne. Hi Instagrammers, I'm live on Instagram and YouTube. This is a dream I had for many years. I don't think I ever done it. Maybe I did, and I don't remember, but I'm enjoying it. What am I making? Hi Monica, I'm making a bunch of things. I have a sweet potato in the oven. I'm cooking some meat. The beginning of this live was more teachable moments. I show people how I freeze things. We talk about how to cook some items. We've been talking about herbs. This is the last thing before I go. I did a statement live for some reason. Let me see if I can move this. Which for some reason it's not available on YouTube. I did it yesterday morning about TikTok. And I wanted to address that I'm not going to be using the app. For now, It's been private for a minute. If you follow me there, please come follow me here. I want to focus mainly on YouTube and Instagram, and obviously my website. I don't have paywalls anywhere. So basically, the support I get is the support you guys can send me through Venmo or Instagram. I do everything out of my pocket. Nobody pays me. My last check, oh, I gotta check with you guys. I always tell this on Instagram. My last Instagram check was $5.16. So as you can imagine, it's not good for much. Um, Most of us content creators, chefs, people that uh, do this thing on Instagram. We used to be able to get like pay ads, and companies will pay you to work with them and do ad campaigns. When you see those little hashtags ad, you need to say that. You can't just like talk about a company without disclaiming that you're earning commission or you're earning money. So those don't come that often anymore. They don't, because there is a lot of people doing things for free, pretending to be influencers. So another thing I just did against all my odds, because I was very upset with it. I didn't have Amazon for many years, but I just opened an Amazon shop, and I decided that a lot of the companies that I do support, that I trust and I like and I use daily, they don't have affiliates or ways to, like I can earn a commission or something for just selling or talking about their products. So if you are inclined, you can go to my Amazon shop. I'm just building it. So if you're interested in any product, I can send you a direct link. And eventually I can earn a small fortune. And buy the house I want. But no. So Venmo and PayPal are still open for any donations to support Gaby's Kitchen. And obviously, last but not least, I come here because I was on that other app that I don't use anymore. I couldn't do this. Cancel me every time I show my books. So yeah, go purchase my books. All of those things you can find. Thank you, Nathan. Somebody bought the kids cookbook. You'll be surprised. You're gonna be using it too. It's not only for children. It was intended for children 9 to 13, but anybody who wants to learn Latin American cooking should do it. Everybody should buy this book. It costs only like $8, and it's the story of why I cook. It was written for young adults, so it's a very easy reading. And it basically tells the story of how food is always saving my life, and you know food related stories. And then the cookbook, yes, please buy it. If you buy it on Amazon, on my Amazon now, I can earn a commission, because I still don't do the royalty thing. One day. So yeah, that's how you can support me. Thank you for being here. We almost make it to 1 hour. I didn't want to. I don't want to bore you. I'm gonna save these videos. You can go back and learn a couple of things that I taught you. I'm still want to do this with one of you, where you can come in my Instagram and show me your messy kitchen, and I can give you advice on how to fix certain areas of your kitchen. Um, or not, you can show me your proudly organized kitchen that you learn from moi. So anyway, that's all for now. Keep cooking, be happy. Thank you so much. Love you all. Have a good night. Have a great weekend. Ciao. Bye. Mea culpa. Oh my God. Emily, I remember your fridge being open. Yes. Yes. Everybody, have a great evening. Love you guys. Bye.